Daily Horoscope for Cancer, June 16, 2025. As the cosmic tides shift today, Cancer, you find yourself at a fascinating intersection between introspection and expression. With the moon, your ruling celestial body, moving through Scorpio today, your emotional intuition is particularly heightened, creating a powerful undercurrent to all your interactions. This lunar positioning amplifies your natural empathic abilities, allowing you to read between the lines in conversations that others might miss entirely. The day begins with a gentle Venus-Neptune trine that bathes your personal relationships in a compassionate glow. For those of you in committed partnerships, this creates an atmosphere of deep understanding and emotional connection. Single Cancers may find themselves drawn to someone who resonates with their spiritual or artistic sensibilities. Trust these intuitive pulls today. Your heart is speaking a profound truth that your logical mind might not yet comprehend. In your professional sphere, Mercury's position in Gemini activates your sector of hidden insights and subconscious patterns. You might experience sudden clarity about a workplace situation that has been puzzling you for weeks. This revelation comes not through analysis, but through a moment of quiet reflection, perhaps during your lunch break or a brief walk outside. The solutions you need aren't found in spreadsheets today, but in the space between your thoughts. Financially, Jupiter's expansive influence brings potential for unexpected resources. This doesn't necessarily mean a windfall, but rather discovering value in something you already possess, perhaps an investment that's finally maturing or a skill that suddenly becomes marketable in a new context. Today favors financial planning with a long-term perspective, especially regarding family security and home investments. Your physical well-being is highlighted by Mars in Virgo, bringing attention to your daily routines and health maintenance. The energy supports making small but significant adjustments to your diet or exercise regimen. Rather than dramatic overhauls, focus on sustainable changes that honor your body's natural rhythms. Your digestive system may be particularly sensitive today, so gentle, nourishing foods will serve you best. The day's most significant cosmic event for you occurs in the late afternoon, when the Scorpio moon forms a water trine with Neptune in Pisces. This creates a triangle of emotional intelligence and spiritual awareness that Cancer can tap into with remarkable ease. You may experience moments of profound insight or creative inspiration. Keep a journal nearby to capture these fleeting impressions. They contain seeds of projects that could blossom beautifully over the coming months. Your home environment calls for attention today, as Saturn's structured energy reminds you of responsibilities related to your dwelling space. This might manifest as an unexpected repair need or simply the realization that certain areas require reorganization. Approach these tasks methodically rather than emotionally, and you'll find they provide a grounding counterbalance to the day's otherwise fluid, energetic landscape. Socially, you may feel pulled between desires for deep connection and the need for protective boundaries. This is a natural expression of your Cancer nature, but is intensified today by Pluto's transformative influence. Choose gatherings that feel nurturing rather than depleting. Small, intimate conversations will prove far more satisfying than large social events where you might feel your energy scattered or drained. A challenging aspect between the Sun and Chiron may briefly trigger old wounds related to self-expression or recognition. If feelings of being overlooked or undervalued surface today, recognize them as echoes rather than present reality. The current celestial configuration is actually building toward greater authenticity in how you present yourself to the world. These momentary pangs are simply part of the growth process. Your intuitive gifts reach a peak as evening approaches. Pay particular attention to dreams or meditative insights tonight, as Uranus forms a thought-provoking angle to your subconscious sector. Information received through non-rational channels now may prove surprisingly practical in the weeks ahead, especially regarding family dynamics or emotional healing. The day closes with a sense of gentle accomplishment. Though the external world may not reflect dramatic changes, internally you've navigated significant emotional currents with grace. This strengthening of your emotional core creates ripple effects that will manifest in more tangible ways as the moon continues its journey. Looking ahead to tomorrow, prepare for increased mental clarity as Mercury's influence strengthens. Questions that seemed murky today will begin to resolve themselves through logical pathways rather than intuitive ones. This creates a beautiful complement to today's more feeling-based insights. Your power color for today is silver blue, reflecting the lunar-water connection that strengthens your natural Cancer attributes. Carrying or wearing something in this shade helps you maintain emotional equilibrium through the day's varying energetic currents. Remember, dear Cancer, that your greatest strength has always been your ability to feel deeply while remaining resilient. Today's celestial configuration celebrates exactly this quality, reminding you that sensitivity is not weakness, but rather a profound form of intelligence that the world desperately needs. Trust the wisdom of your heart and let it guide you through this nuanced, meaningful day. On June 16, 2025, Cancer natives find themselves under a particularly significant planetary configuration that merits close attention. The moon, your celestial ruler, will be transiting through Scorpio, creating a powerful water trine with your sun sign. This emotional resonance amplifies your intuitive capabilities and creates a depth of feeling that even you, as a naturally sensitive Cancer, might find remarkable. The Scorpio moon dives deep into your fifth house of creativity and self-expression, encouraging you to channel your emotions into artistic or romantic pursuits. Mercury positions itself in Gemini on this date, activating your 12th house of the subconscious and spiritual matters. This placement brings messages from your deeper mind to the surface, perhaps through dreams or sudden realizations. Pay special attention to recurring thoughts or symbols that appear throughout the day, as Mercury in this position often reveals hidden truths that your conscious mind has been reluctant to acknowledge. Venus, meanwhile, graces your own sign of Cancer, heightening your nurturing instincts and making you particularly magnetic to others. This self-possession of Venus in your first house creates a rare moment when your emotional nature becomes your greatest strength rather than vulnerability. Others will be drawn to your authentic expression of care and concern. Mars in Taurus occupies your 11th house of community and future aspirations, providing steady, determined energy toward your long-term goals. This grounded Mars energy helps balance the more fluid, emotional placements affecting you, giving you the persistence needed to make concrete progress, even while processing complex feelings. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and opportunity, continues its transit through Virgo in your third house of communication and local environment. This placement emphasizes the importance of clear, precise expression and creates opportunities through conversations and exchanges of information. You may find yourself being more analytical than usual about how you communicate your needs and boundaries. Saturn in Pisces remains in your 9th house of higher knowledge and belief systems, creating a somewhat challenging square to your sun sign. This asks you to examine your philosophical outlook and question whether your belief systems truly support your emotional well-being. There may be tension between idealism and practical reality under this influence. Uranus in Gemini forms an interesting sextile to your sun sign from your 12th house, triggering unexpected insights and perhaps some disruption to your usual patterns of rest and rejuvenation. This could manifest as sudden breakthroughs in understanding personal patterns or revealing unconscious motivations. Neptune continues its long journey through Aries, occupying your 10th house of career and public standing. This relatively new placement, having recently left Pisces after many years, creates some uncertainty around your professional identity and direction. You may be reimagining your career path or feeling drawn toward more inspirational forms of work that align with deeper values. Pluto, having recently re-entered Aquarius, sits in your 8th house of shared resources and transformation. This powerful placement continues a profound restructuring of how you approach intimacy, vulnerability, and financial entanglements with others. On this specific day, Pluto forms a challenging aspect to the moon, potentially triggering deep emotional patterns related to trust and control. The North Node in Capricorn in your seventh house suggests that relationships remain a critical area of growth and development, with the South Node in your first house indicating a need to release excessive self-reliance or emotional isolation. One particularly notable aspect on this day is the exact sextile between Venus in Cancer and Neptune in Aries, creating a window of inspired creativity, compassion, and romantic idealism. This gentle, supportive energy helps soften some of the more challenging aspects at play. The specific degree of the moon in Scorpio forms a water grand trine with Neptune and your natal Cancer planets, creating a powerful flow of intuitive energy that makes this an excellent day for psychic work, emotional healing, or creative projects that draw from your deepest feelings. Mercury's opposition to Pluto from your 12th to 8th houses suggests revelations about hidden matters, particularly those involving shared resources or psychological patterns. A conversation or piece of information may trigger a profound shift in how you understand a complex situation. Jupiter's trine to Uranus creates an opportunity for unexpected growth through communications and networking, possibly bringing surprising connections that expand your worldview or introduce you to innovative ideas that support your emotional well-being. The Sun in late Gemini illuminates your 12th house of the unconscious, shining light on patterns and behaviors you might normally keep hidden even from yourself. As the Sun prepares to enter your sign in just a few days, this represents a final phase of internal processing before your personal new year begins. Cancer, today's celestial configuration creates a fascinating landscape for your communication style. With Mercury forming a trine to Neptune in your 9th house, your words carry an unusual depth and intuitive quality. This alignment enhances your already natural empathetic abilities, allowing you to express feelings that others struggle to articulate. You're essentially becoming a voice for the collective emotional undercurrent today. The Moon, your ruling celestial body, is in Libra, activating your 4th house of home and foundations, creating a beautiful harmony between how you communicate about personal matters and how you present yourself publicly. This is a day where your words can bridge worlds. You may find yourself mediating conflicts or explaining complex emotional situations with remarkable clarity. Venus in your sign forms a supportive aspect to Jupiter today, infusing your speech with a magnetic warmth that draws people in. When you speak, others will feel understood on a soul level. There's a poetic quality to your expression today that shouldn't be underestimated. If you've been considering writing, journaling, or having an important heart-to-heart conversation, the universe is creating optimal conditions for genuine connection through words. The Mars-Pluto square influencing your 3rd house of communication suggests potential intensity in exchanges, particularly with siblings or neighbors. Be mindful not to let your protective instincts emerge as passive-aggressive comments. Instead, channel this energy into advocating for causes you care about or standing firm in your convictions. Today's Neptune influence makes you especially receptive to nonverbal cues. You'll pick up on subtleties in tone, body language, and what remains unsaid. This heightened sensitivity serves you well in personal relationships, but requires boundaries in professional settings to avoid absorbing others' emotional states. Consider recording your dreams upon waking, as they contain symbolic messages that may provide solutions to ongoing communication challenges. Your throat chakra is particularly activated today, making it an excellent time for speaking truths you've been hesitant to voice. The Sun-Uranus sextile, occurring in your social houses, suggests unexpected conversations that spark innovative ideas. Be open to exchanges with people outside your usual circle. A chance encounter could lead to a significant collaborative opportunity. Digital communication flows particularly well for you today, with emails and messages striking just the right tone. However, with Mercury's position, you'll want to double-check important details before hitting send. Group discussions highlight your natural leadership abilities today, as you intuitively understand how to help others feel heard while guiding the conversation toward productive outcomes. For creative Cancers, artistic expression receives a tremendous boost. Your ability to convey emotion through various mediums is heightened, making this an excellent day for performances, presentations, or sharing your work. Notice how your communication style shifts depending on who you're speaking with today. This self-awareness offers valuable insights into your adaptability. While you typically prefer emotional safety in communication, today, you're cosmically supported to take risks and speak more boldly about your deepest truths and aspirations. Just be mindful of Saturn's position in your 8th house, which may create some resistance around discussions involving shared resources or vulnerabilities. The afternoon hours feature a particularly harmonious Moon-Mercury aspect that facilitates conversations about home improvements, family matters, or emotional well-being. Your words carry healing energy now. If single, romantic communications receive a cosmic boost, with potential connections forming through thoughtful exchanges rather than superficial attractions. Partnered Cancers will find that discussions about future dreams and hopes flow with unusual ease and mutual understanding. Professional communications benefit from your emotional intelligence today. You'll instinctively know how to frame proposals or requests in ways that resonate with decision makers. Consider scheduling important pitches or presentations during the morning hours when your mental clarity peaks. Your capacity for listening reaches extraordinary levels today, allowing you to truly hear what others are saying beneath their words. This gift strengthens all your relationships and positions you as a trusted confidant. Tonight, as the moon forms a perfect trine to your natal Mercury position, journal your thoughts. Insights that emerge now will carry significance in the weeks ahead as you navigate important relationship transitions and communication breakthroughs. The moon, your ruling celestial body, forms a harmonious trine with Venus in your 2nd house of finances on June 16, 2025, creating a fertile ground for monetary growth and stability. Your intuitive connection to material security is heightened today, allowing you to sense beneficial opportunities before they fully materialize. This lunar-Venus aspect creates an exceptional day to review your budget, make financial plans, or consider new investment strategies. Your natural Cancer instincts are especially attuned to value and security now. Jupiter's position in your career sector amplifies this energy, suggesting that financial opportunities may emerge through professional channels or workplace recognition. A senior colleague or authority figure could provide valuable insights that lead to improved financial standing. The cosmos is aligned to support incremental but meaningful financial growth rather than risky ventures. Neptune's influence cautions against get-rich-quick schemes that seem too good to be true. Trust your innate protective instincts when evaluating financial propositions today. The second half of the day shows Mercury forming a sextile with Saturn in your 8th house of shared resources, making this an excellent time to discuss loans, joint investments, or shared financial responsibilities. Your communication around money matters is particularly clear and well-received. Family finances may require attention as the moon activates your 4th house later in the day. Property matters, household expenses, or financial support for family members could become prominent themes. Consider how generational wealth or family resources might play a role in your financial strategy. There's an opportunity to heal old wounds related to money through honest conversation with family members. The day's planetary alignment supports passive income streams and investments related to home, property, or domestic services. Cancer entrepreneurs should pay attention to business ideas that center around nurturing, caretaking, or creating comfortable environments. Your financial intuition peaks around 3 p.m., making this an optimal time to make important money decisions or to review your portfolio. Avoid emotional spending as a coping mechanism. Today, the Moon-Pluto square in the evening could trigger deep feelings that you might be tempted to soothe through purchases. Instead, channel that emotional energy into creative financial planning. Water sign, empathy makes you naturally attuned to market trends and consumer needs, which could translate to profitable insights if you're in sales, marketing, or product development. Consider how your emotional intelligence can become a financial asset. The day's energy supports establishing or reinforcing financial boundaries, especially with loved ones who may have come to expect your generosity without limits. Remember that your nurturing nature extends to yourself, as well. Financial self-care is essential for your long-term security. Look for opportunities that align with your values of protection and security, rather than flashy but unstable options. Conservative investments with steady growth potential resonate with your Cancer nature and are particularly favored under today's cosmic conditions. There's also a subtle indication that revisiting an abandoned financial project or idea could yield surprising benefits now. Something you previously set aside may have new potential in the current market. Your financial literacy receives a boost from today's Mercury aspects, making it an excellent day to learn about a new investment vehicle or financial strategy. Trust in your ability to understand complex financial concepts. Your retention and comprehension are enhanced now. Overall, June 16th offers a protective financial energy for Cancer, allowing you to strengthen your foundation while identifying subtle but significant opportunities for growth. The key is to remain patient and trust your powerful intuitive guidance when it comes to money matters. Cancer, on June 16, 2025, the cosmos aligns particularly favorably for you in several key areas. As the sun prepares to enter your sign in just a few days, you're experiencing a beautiful buildup of supportive energy that's opening doors in specific life domains. The moon, your ruling celestial body, forms a harmonious trine with abundant Jupiter, creating a flow of good fortune that's palpable and accessible if you're attuned to it. Your home and domestic sphere shines as your primary fortunate area today. Property matters, family connections, and anything related to your personal sanctuary receive cosmic blessings. If you've been considering renovations, redecorating, or perhaps even relocating, today's energy supports these initiatives with unexpected resources or assistance appearing just when needed. Family relationships also benefit from this influence, with opportunities to strengthen bonds or heal past misunderstandings. Financial intuition becomes another significant fortunate area. You possess an uncanny ability today to sense which investments, purchases, or money moves will benefit you long-term. Trust that gut feeling about a savings plan or investment opportunity. Your natural Cancer intuition is heightened by Neptune's favorable aspect to your resource sector. This isn't about taking risks, but rather recognizing value others might miss. Creative expression emerges as your third fortunate area. With Venus forming a beautiful sextile to Mercury in your sector of personal expression, your ability to communicate through artistic means receives cosmic amplification. Whether you write, design, cook, or create in any form, your output today carries a special resonance that attracts appreciation and possibly monetary reward. Projects started today have a protective energy around them. Emotional healing becomes an unexpected fortunate territory. The Moon-Pluto configuration opens pathways to transform old wounds into wisdom. You may find that situations that once caused pain now offer profound insights or connect you with people who appreciate your depth and sensitivity. This transformative energy allows you to release emotional patterns that no longer serve you, creating space for more authentic connections. Professional recognition appears in surprising ways today. Even if you're not actively seeking the spotlight, your natural abilities and contributions are likely to be noticed by those in positions of influence. Mercury's position supports conversations with mentors or authority figures who see potential in you that you might not fully recognize yourself. Be open to feedback and opportunities that arrive through established networks. Water-related activities and locations are particularly fortune-blessed today. Whether literal, like visiting beaches, lakes, or pools, or figurative, such as immersing yourself in emotional projects or fluid creative processes. Water elements bring you luck and restoration. This connects to Cancer's natural affinity as a water sign, with the cosmic energy amplifying these connections. Spiritual practices yield unexpected rewards. With Neptune forming a harmonious aspect to your intuitive centers, meditation, dream work, or any contemplative practice opens doors to insights with practical applications. Pay attention to symbols and recurring patterns in your thoughts. They contain guidance about your path forward. Nurturing connections with women, particularly maternal figures or mentors, brings fortunate developments. These relationships may provide protection, wisdom, or opportunities that support your growth. Today might bring a chance encounter or meaningful conversation with a female figure who impacts your journey significantly. Your physical health also receives beneficial energy, especially regarding nutrition and self-care routines. Listening to your body's needs brings balance and vitality. This is an excellent day to establish new health habits that honor your emotional and physical requirements. Cancer, on June 16, 2025, your social landscape experiences a significant shift as the moon moves through Scorpio, activating your fifth house of pleasure, creativity, and romantic connections. This creates a magnetic pull toward meaningful social interactions rather than superficial engagements. Your natural intuitive abilities are heightened today, allowing you to sense the unspoken emotional currents flowing between people. This makes you particularly attuned to authenticity in your social circles. With Venus forming a harmonious trine to Neptune, there's a dreamy, compassionate quality to your interactions, especially with close friends and potential romantic interests. You may find yourself drawn to artistic gatherings, spiritual communities, or intimate social settings where deeper connections can flourish. Mars in Virgo is squaring your Cancer sun, creating some tension between your desire to connect and your need for emotional security. This may manifest as moments of hesitation before opening up to new people or situations. However, Mercury in Gemini is lightening this energy, bringing opportunities for stimulating conversations and intellectual bonds that transcend this caution. Jupiter's position in Gemini expands your subconscious awareness, potentially bringing people from your past back into your life, perhaps through unexpected social media connections or chance encounters. These reunions serve a purpose in your emotional growth. Today, Cancer, you're being cosmically guided to examine which social connections truly nourish your soul and which may be draining your emotional reserves. Saturn's influence from your 8th house suggests establishing clearer boundaries in relationships that feel unbalanced. Notice who gives you energy versus who depletes it. The asteroid Chiron is activating healing around social wounds related to vulnerability and trust. Social gatherings today may trigger old feelings of not belonging, but these triggers are actually opportunities to recognize how much you've grown. Your ruling planet, the moon, forms a beautiful aspect to Pluto, suggesting that today's social interactions have transformative potential. A casual conversation could evolve into something much more profound. Cancer, your empathic nature makes you a natural confidant, and today people may seek you out for emotional support more than usual. While your nurturing instincts are strong, remember that reciprocity is essential in healthy connections. Pay attention to synchronicities in your social sphere, today meeting someone who mentions exactly what you've been thinking about, or receiving a message that directly addresses an unspoken concern. These are cosmic nudges guiding you towards soul-aligned connections. For partnered Cancers, today offers an opportunity to deepen social bonds as a couple, perhaps by hosting a small gathering or connecting with other couples who share your values and interests. Single Cancers may find that friends or acquaintances play matchmaker, potentially introducing you to someone with surprising compatibility. Your normally reserved nature is softened today by Neptune's influence, allowing you to share aspects of yourself that usually remain hidden. This vulnerability creates space for more authentic connections to form. Notice which relationships feel effortless today versus which ones require excessive emotional labor. This contrast highlights which connections are naturally aligned with your authentic self. Social media interactions carry extra weight today. A simple comment or message could catalyze a meaningful exchange or rekindle a valuable connection that had faded with time. Trust your intuition about which digital interactions deserve your energy. The presence of Uranus in your 11th house of community brings unexpected social opportunities through groups or organizations aligned with humanitarian causes. Volunteering today could connect you with kindred spirits who share your compassionate worldview. As the moon enters Virgo today, Cancer natives are encouraged to pay particular attention to the details that often slip through the cracks. Your ruling planet's position in this analytical sign amplifies your natural intuition with practical discernment. Notice the small opportunities for improvement in your surroundings. They're portals to greater harmony. With Mercury forming a supportive trine to Neptune, your communication takes on a compassionate quality that can heal old wounds, especially with family members. Use this cosmic alignment to express what's been hidden in your heart. The early morning hours between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. offer a special window for meditation or journaling, when your subconscious insights will flow most freely. Venus in Leo is activating your financial sector, suggesting that investments made today, particularly those involving creative ventures or children's education, carry favorable energy. However, consider waiting until after 2 p.m. when the Moon-Saturn square dissipates before making final commitments. Your emotional well-being today requires physical expression. Walking near water would be especially therapeutic, allowing you to process feelings that have been submerged beneath daily responsibilities. The number 7 appears significant today. Pay attention when it appears, as it may signal moments of important decision-making. Nutritionally, your body craves minerals today. Dark leafy greens and sea vegetables would provide excellent support for your nervous system, which may feel slightly overwrought from recent planetary tensions. In relationships, practice the art of listening twice as much as speaking. Someone close to you has important information to share that might initially seem trivial, but contains the seed of resolution to a long-standing issue. Your dream life has been particularly active lately due to Pluto's transformative journey. Keep a notebook by your bed to capture insights upon waking. Remember that your sensitivity is not a weakness, but your greatest strength when channeled into appropriate boundaries. Today's Cancer-Virgo energy combination excels at nurturing through practical assistance rather than emotional coddling. Offer help in tangible ways to loved ones. The evening hours favor creative exploration, particularly with hands-on crafts that connect you to ancestral traditions. Wear or carry something blue today to amplify your throat chakra and facilitate honest communication. In professional matters, focus on collaborative projects rather than solo initiatives. Jupiter's position suggests expansion through partnership rather than individual effort. Be mindful of a tendency toward passive-aggressive behavior around 4 p.m. when the moon squares Mars. Take a moment to breathe deeply if you feel irritation rising. Your domestic environment requires attention to air quality today. Open windows if possible, or introduce purifying plants to your space. Consider reaching out to a water sign friend, Pisces or Scorpio, who shares your emotional wavelength and can provide perspective on a personal matter that's been troubling you. Forgiveness work is especially powerful under today's aspects. If you've been holding on to resentment, cosmic conditions support release without requiring direct confrontation. The planetary alignment today especially supports healing modalities involving sound. Consider listening to 528 Hz frequencies or singing bowls to harmonize your energy field. Your intuitive abilities are heightened around dusk. Pay special attention to first impressions when meeting new people or entering new environments. Avoid impulsive decisions regarding home or property matters, as Saturn's influence suggests better outcomes through patient, methodical approaches. Tonight, before sleeping, Place a glass of water by your bedside to absorb any residual stress energies. Dispose of this water in the morning by pouring it on a plant or into the earth with gratitude. Daily Horoscope for Cancer. June 16, 2025. As the cosmic tides shift today, Cancer, you find yourself at a fascinating intersection between introspection and expression. With the moon, your ruling celestial body, moving through Scorpio today, your emotional intuition is particularly heightened, creating a